What's up guys, it's me. I have a confession to make. I don't entirely suck at Fortnite anymore. Crazy, I know. I think what was holding me back was the disaster that was Chapter 3. The many awful weapons across the seasons, zero build's painful start, regular build mode becoming borderline unplayable with how they split the player base. It wasn't a good time. With Chapter 4, however, they've pretty much fixed everything. More than 2 weapons are actually usable now, and I exclusively play zero build because the new map is actually designed with no building in mind. I'm a little late to Chapter 4 Season 3, and that's because I've been busy playing a better game. I did play a few matches recently though, and I think this season's generally off to a good start. There's just one problem. They brought the drum shotgun back. I thought this gun would be vaulted forever after how much it dominated zero build in Chapter 3 Season 2. A weapon that's easy to spam and doesn't require the best aim, perfect for a game mode where you can't defend yourself. And by defend, I mean frantically place a bunch of walls between yourself and the opponent. That's this gun's problem. It's too good in zero build. It just always devastates when you're up against it. My personal issue with it is that it's returned at a time where I don't want to use these types of shotguns anymore. The combat shotgun. I also thought this gun would never return. I worshipped this weapon for a long time. When it was here in the previous 2 seasons, I almost never picked it up. Again, I don't suck that much anymore. I can actually aim now. Because of this, I'm a pump user. I no longer have to rely on crappy tac derivatives, nor any ridiculous gimmick shotguns. For close range, I just need a pump and a pistol or SMG, preferably a pistol. I land one fat shot with the pump, then immediately switch to my light ammo weapon to clean up. That's how I've been getting most of my kills in this game lately.
Hey, wait a minute.
It's just so gratifying to use this combo. Unfortunately, I can no longer use it with the drum shotgun running rampant in the game. I've played 4 solo matches this season. 3 were losses, and the final one ended in victory. Those 3 losses were all from drum shotgun users. In one of them, I had a blue Maven auto because I couldn't find anything better. I see a guy in the distance, dink him a few times with an AR, get a little closer, he shockwaves over to me, and we get into a shotgun fight. I lost because he had a purple drum shotgun. I start shooting first, I don't miss any shots, they all hit his head, but the Maven auto's not shooting fast enough and I die in less than 2 seconds. How did I win the one game though? The drum shotgun, of course. Now, to be fair, most of my kills that game were from the MK assault rifle, which I actually used to hate back in Chapter 3. Because my aim isn't atrocious anymore, I'm glad it's back, but I digress. I got a few kills with the drum, but the most significant one was the final opponent. I nearly died to the guy, he had high ground, and the storm wasn't in my favor. I had to go to him. He was sure to win, so why didn't he? Well, it's quite simple actually. He didn't have a drum shotgun to counter my drum shotgun. As the storm moved, I was eventually able to use one of those ascenders, you know, the vertical zip lines. This was another reason he should have won. Not only was the ascender giving away my exact location with the sound it made, but I had no clue where he was going to be when I got up there. We face each other. He hits me first, pretty hard too, and I missed the first couple drum shots, but once I finally hit him, I thought, yeah, you're done, kid. What was he using? Why, a purple Havoc pump shotgun and the Shadow Tracker. Looking back at the gameplay, he did the combo. Land a fat shot with the pump, then clean up with the pistol. He just didn't do it right because he missed every shot with the Shadow Tracker. I believe I would have won regardless of his aim. So, am I mad about the drum shotgun's return? Not really. I'll gladly use it, and if I'm doing so, I can't be salty if I lose to one. It's apparently not as strong as it was back in Chapter 3 Season 2, but it's still pretty devastating. I think as long as it isn't nerfed to the point of becoming a detriment to the wielder, it'll always be a strong weapon, especially in zero build. The drum just renders all other shotguns obsolete if it's in the game, and that's really what I don't like. Again, I'm a fan of the pump now, and I'd really like to use it, but if I'm in a scenario where I have to choose between it and the drum, I'll ask myself, do you want to survive your next close-up fight? And pick up the drum.
You're so much fucking better than me, bro. So much better! I hate the drum shotty so much!